What is up? This is your LA in a minute, and what if I told you one of the most important New York songs ever, the theme from New York, New York by Frank Sinatra, was actually recorded right here in Los Angeles. That's right. Let's get into it. In 1977, director Martin Scorsese was making the film New York, New York, starring Liza Minnelli and Robert De Niro, and he brought in the songwriting team of John Kander and Frank Ebb to write the title track, and they brought it to the meeting with the film stars. He played it for the film stars, and De Niro requested a private meeting with Scorsese. Scorsese returned from the meeting, quote, very embarrassed, and he said De Niro found the title number lightweight and wanted them to try again. It's important to note that Kander and Ebb were established and very successful songwriters who had written for the musicals Chicago, Cabaret, and for Barbra Streisand and Liza Minnelli prior to this project. The writers were highly annoyed that an actor would tell them what to do with their craft, but they returned to Ebb's apartment and within 45 minutes rewrote the title track, which would be performed successfully by Liza Minnelli and would seem to forever be her song from that point forward. Elsewhere in the music world, legendary Rat Pack crooner Frank Sinatra was having trouble finding relevance in a new era featuring acts like Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd. That's when his wife, Barbra Sinatra, suggested that he cover the theme from New York, New York. Initially, Sinatra declined, saying that it was Liza's song, but his wife Barbra persisted, and he covered the song at Radio City Music Hall in 1978 and brought the house down. Noted radio personality and Sinatra historian was in the audience that night, and he tried to convince Sinatra to record that song to resurrect his career. Sinatra was again reluctant to take the song and make it his own, but he and Minnelli had a close relationship, and she told him, Uncle Frank, go ahead and take the song and make it your own. So now, even though Sinatra was born in Hoboken, New Jersey, he was a West Coast guy for most of his adult life. He had homes in Toluca Lake, Palm Desert, and Chatsworth. I mean, there's even Frank Sinatra Drive in Rancho Mirage. So it made sense geographically, at least for Sinatra, that when he went to record the album that would feature a theme from New York, New York in September of 1979, Trilogy, Past, Present, and Future, it would be recorded at United Western Studios in Hollywood. The album put Sinatra back on the map as it was nominated for Album of the Year at the Grammys. The song was Sinatra's final top 40 hit, but it continues to live on more than 40 years later and is one of the most recognizable songs in the world. And even though it's the theme from New York, New York, that timeless classic was recorded right here in Los Angeles. All right, LA, it's been a minute.